This is Scotland, home of the world's leading whiskey style. Historically speaking, though, the Irish actually began making whiskey first. But be careful saying that in front of a passionate Scotch whiskey fan. So, are you a Scotch or Irish whiskey drinker? Here's a couple of good ways to tell. Scotch whiskey makers settled on a style that is rich, often bold, and deep with flavor. One reason for this profile is because Scotch whiskey makers only distill their whiskey twice, the minimum required. With less distilling, the whiskey retains more of the natural flavors. The other signature element Scotch whiskey is known for is a smoky taste, which comes from using peat-smoked barley. Smoking can be light or heavy, and is a great way to explore different Scotches. Irish whiskey offers a different perspective. The Irish experimented with the same barley grain base for their whiskey, but looked for ways to stand out and be different than their Scottish cousins. Not surprising if you know many Irishmen. The Irish settled on a lighter, smoother style they achieved by distilling their whiskey 3 times instead of 2 like the Scots. This is because triple distillation removes more impurities and some of the stronger flavor notes as opposed to double distillation. The Irish also make their whiskey using barley, which is not peat-smoked, for a cleaner style that lets the grains shine through. Most Scotch and Irish whiskies on the shelf are blended whiskies, meaning they're made using different whiskies bought from different makers or made at different distilleries owned by the same maker. Lastly, there's the smaller but highly visible segment called Single Malts, made mostly by Scotch whiskey makers and a few Irish whiskey makers. Scottish single malts are required to be made by a single distillery from 100% malted barley. It takes a little extra effort to get to know single malts, but the time is well worth it. Often, a single malt will follow the style of the region where it is located. For example, in the Highlands region, whiskies typically have notes of honey and heather. And on the island of Islay, they favor a heavy peat smokiness. Many say that the malts from the Speyside region in the north are great for those new to single malts, as they are the easiest to enjoy. Each single malt label should tell you the region where it is from. With a little homework, you can be enjoying your new favorite single malt in no time.